Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first process video for Build a Page for the month of May. Today we are going to be using this page kit that we put together. It is of me poolside. I have a bunch of icons that we've pulled out, and we have this Vicki Boutin. Everything's pretty much Vicki Boutin with the exception of the wood veneers. And then we also have a white piece of paper that I'm going to use for making a frame. In addition, we have these scraps and things here. So off camera, I was just kind of moving things around, and I noticed I really liked this piece of paper turned sideways. And I'm thinking it would look good depending on the angle. And I'm thinking this way because I'm kind of looking this way on the angle, so it would go better from the left, of doing it from here and then decorating up the side. So I think that's where we're going to go with it. So let me get out my trimmer first of all, and we'll go ahead and create the frame. So I'm going to cut the branding strip off, but now with this one, because I want to cut it off and this image is in the center, normally I would just take a ½ inch off of two sides, and that would give me my quarter inch border going around. But because of the fact that it's got a central image, I want to make sure it's even all the way around. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the branding strip off, and then we're going to move it in a ½ inch, and we're going to cut it on all four sides. That way my design stays in the center of the page and it's not skewed one way or the other. There we go. So just go ahead and get this trimmed up. And as you can see, it's not really taking away from the design because what Vicki Boutin created was already centered on the paper. And so we're just taking a little of this excess white off, and I'm going to put it onto a bolder white. So let's go ahead, and this basil doesn't have a really strong branding strip that you can follow along for cutting. So I do need to measure it to 12 inches. There we go. Get that off. And that looks off kilter. So hang on one second. Gonna do a little cleanup. All right, now we're going to take it in, and I got to gut it. I go into 1 inch. I find my 1 inch mark here and go to 11 inches and rotate and repeat all the way around, lining it up at the 1 inch mark on the trimmer bed. I know, what do you call that? The bed of the trimmer platform. And then using your the guide arm for your blade, you have the ruler here, and that's where you go with the sides going to 11 inches. And that guts it out and leaves you enough room that you have for adhesive to go around, and are able to gut that out. So I'm going to move my trimmer to the side for a moment while we go ahead and glue this down. Now what I like to do is just follow my adhesive along the edge, because I know I have 1/8 of an inch before it will reach that 1 inch mark. So I know that I'm well within the 1 inch frame that we've created by going with my adhesive around the edge of this piece of paper. And here we go. And then I just kind of hover it over the top, and I look at the bottom and the two sides, knowing that I have to be matched up at 1/8. And if it all looks, or 1/4, yeah, 1/4. If it all looks like it's matching, then I lay it down, and usually the top is pretty close once I get the two sides figured out. So again, I think we're going to go with it along the side here. Now I do have these pieces of paper. I don't have to use all of them, but I do have them pulled out. And the one thing I was eyeing up was this yellow, and I thought maybe we could tear and add to this little strip on the side. So I'm going to tear it down. And we're just going to layer it up. But I'm going to layer it on all four sides, because this here has kind of that textured painted look. And so I kind of want to mimic that. It would look odd with a very straight, blunt edge versus the texture that is on the background paper. So let's see what we think. And I like that. So now we need to go ahead and mat our photo. And I think what I'm going to do is go on the white and then on the floral. And again, I don't have to use everything that I put into my kit. I can just choose to use a few pieces, and what I don't use will just go back into my main kit. It's a, you know, the page kits are just to help you out so that you can go a little bit quicker when you have time. For example, if I was at a crop, I know that I have more than enough paper here to create a layout. If I had more pictures, I could even possibly create two layouts with what I have here. I would just need another bigger piece for a background. All right, and then let's go ahead and mat this one on the floral. That's going to bring in a lot of that summer vibes that I'm looking at. And as you can see, I've made my white border a little bit smaller, and because I want more of the floral to show, I made that a little bit wider, and it adds a little bit more impact to the layout, adding that extra design in here. And there we go. Go ahead and put this over. Now I do have those extra pieces that we could possibly use a little of the sunshine as well. So let's go ahead and see if we can add that in. Just kind of layer it up. So now you have the little bit pieces of sunshine poking through. I want it on top. Yeah, we're going to do it on top. And again, it's just adding more layers, more textures, and giving it a little bit more interest. And let me get my other ATG. All right. I'm just gonna, actually, I'm going to put it, yeah, I'll go ahead and put it on top. I was just thinking I've got it torn. Actually, you know what? Getting rid of this piece, only because, like I said, I don't want this straight edge here. I want a little bit more texture. And that other one was too thin for me to be able to rip and still be able to see that they're little suns. So I'm going to go ahead and use this bigger piece and do the same thing. And I want this one to be just a little bit off. So see how I'm going to have that one raise and one lower. And again, just gives it a little more interest. And now I can layer them. Get those scraps used up. All right. So I'm going to place that in here. So it's still within this frame of the background. But which is what we want. But now we're going to raise this one up just a little. And then that one would come up to the top. So it's all contained within, and just add some layers. And then we'll have our photo go here. All right. And you can still tell it's the sun. It's still, you know, you get the whole feel. You don't have to see the whole image. Unless I go over further. Nope, I like it here. Okay, so that's the main base. And I want to put these away. And get rid of that. Now, I have all these pulled in. Now, the one thing I did not pull in was these. I actually went and fussy cut these off camera because I thought they'd be great for matting. And I really like this tag that says escape, but I think it would need a little bit of something below it. So I think we're going to add that to here. And then we can add in these little palm fronds above and below. I just need it one that turns the right way. And I don't want to use this green because it matches too much. I don't want it to blend. That one's turning the wrong way. This one will look right. So with this one. Oh, that's that wrong color. Here we go. Okay, I like that. Now, one of the other things I pulled in here was this little banner. And I could do something up above here that's with the love this. So again, now to kind of create a little matting to go here, I can have that palm frond and then maybe add that love this to that. I don't think I want to use the envelope. I think it's too big. We have grateful for this. I don't think I want that. I have a camera, but I don't like the orientation. If I was to put it on here, I think I would put it here and with it looking off the page. And I don't think it needs to be here. I think it's too much. So we're going to save that for another layout. I have this, which we can add in. I do have my tree, and I have a palm tree in there. So maybe instead of that, we go with the palm tree. Okay, I like that. And then again, we can get our title going. I thought I had another title. I thought I had something else that would go. I don't like the grateful for this place. So I'm going to nix this one and let's see what else we can find. We do have our sticker book, or our, we could do grateful for this. Let's see, it's plural moments. I could do grateful for this happy life. Kind of like that. Let's see what else we have. We have happy times, a little getaway adventure. And I kind of like this suitcase. I could add that down here, but I also have florals. Let's see. And then we have okay, so for titles, grateful for this. I could do grateful for this vacay. Or grateful for this happy day, grateful for this moment. I'm going to say vacay because it was a much needed getaway. Let me just make sure I don't want to do the chipboard instead. Yeah, I'm going to do vacay. All right, so let me put the chipboard and stuff to the side. And I'm going to try and use the pack that I've already started. So let's go ahead and add this in. All right, and I'm going to glue this down because I'm happy with that up here. Grateful for this vacay. I can add a little something here. I like the palm up top with the banner. And let's go ahead and glue these down because I'm happy with these two. And then we'll just layer on top of them. And then get this on here. So as you can see, once you've got the majority of things picked out, it goes very fast when you actually go to put it together. Oh, sorry, my cat's trying to jump up here and not being successful. He hears me and thinks he needs to join in. I think I'm going to do these little wood veneers that my sister gave me. Let's see, where's the other two? So we have a little wood veneer there, and then we have a sun, and I think I'll go ahead and put it like that. So I'm happy with that. And just kind of layer things up. And we've got one more here. All right, so now we have the 3 wood veneer, we have 3 palm fronds, we have our title, and do I want to, nope, I don't want that. So let's look at our sticker sheet and see what else we can add here. Let's add the suitcase. And I don't have, I've already used it out of the one from Vicky's class. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this other pack up. And we'll use this one. I'll lift that V up and put it underneath it. Now these Puffy's letters are going to have to get some extra help with adhesive because they are not the stickiest. All right. Anything else in here that I want to kind of feel like I need a little bit more here? I could do a little geotag that says here. And then we do have this title that says Sunshine and Good Times. I wonder if I can move vacay over. I put Sunshine and Good Vibes there, and then I can just kind of scooch vacay over so it lines up a little bit better on there. There we go. I like it. Now I have some Puffies, and actually I think I'm going to take the Puffies off of this and just sprinkle a few around. And then we'll add a couple over here. And then we'll add a few down here. Okay, happy with that. So now I think the last thing we're going to do is cut off a little bit of this palm frond. And sorry, my alarm for getting back to work went off. So if it's a little gap there in the recording, I had to hit play again. All right, we're going to call this one done. Was able to do it in 25 minutes, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. We've got our 3 clusters, getting that background, a lot of layers, a lot of embellishments, and I think it's a fun, bright page using the Vicki Boutin Where To Next collection. If you have that collection, get into your stash and get some out and see what you can make with yours. And I will be back on my channel again, either tomorrow or within the next day or two, for our second process video using these page kits. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.